Welcome to Diablo 4 Beta. Now, in the beta, you'll be able to explore Fractured Peaks area of Sanctuary and experience the campaign up to level 25. There's a lot of experience here, yet this beta represents only a small piece of Diablo 4. In the full game, you'll be able to reach level 100. That's awesome, plus a lot of other stuff. So, what I wanted to make this video about is the character customization. Now, originally I jumped into the game. This is what my barbarian looks like. I did pick a barbarian class, and I was so excited to jump into the game. I wanted to make a character and jump in to see the gameplay. This video, what I want to do with this video is I want to talk about character customization and all about that, go through. And if we dive into the barbarian one more time, we'll explore them a little bit more together. So you have the choice. If you are wondering if you have not played D4 yet, I am testing out the beta version right now, and we can play up to level 25, which is pretty significant. The levels are fairly slow since we are going through the adventure. Now, we have the choice, right? You have male or female. And if we go ahead and look at the different, you can either pick something that you like, something very similar, and finalize it, or you can actually go through and customize, and you can change their skin tones. You can actually change their hair, and it looks like you can change the hair and accessories, tattoos, eye color, piercings, and so on. So if we go through skin tones and eye color, right? So she looks like this. Let's go ahead and pick. She is pretty muscular. She's barbarian. Nice six-pack going on there. Face variations as well. Kind of cool. And then what you can do is up here, you can go through the custom hairstyles. Kind of interesting looks on the hair. That one kind of looks cool. Facial hair, I'm not sure about the facial hair. Looks like it just changes her eyebrows. She does have some scars on her face. You can zoom in as well there. And I wanted to go through this together. You can pick her hair as well. Kind of cool. I like that. And for some of you that enjoy funkier colors, the red looks really nice. Kind of like that. The eyebrows, looks like you can pick. And then, of course, her face variations. That is what gave her scars on the face. She is a barbarian melee class, so she's going to have some scars. Looking at accessories, you can do markings, no markings. Lots of different options here, which is kind of cool. And we can go through. That is a little bit excessive, but that is cool. They are barbarians. Sleeve is neat. Looks like it's freshly painted, nice and glossy. And you have lots of different options here. And if you don't want any markings, you can take those off. And then, of course, you can choose the different colors as well. Makeup comes into play on the females, kind of neat. I would imagine we can also pick different makeup options on the girls or on the guys as well. Plus jewelry, nice little nose ring if you're into that type of thing. So there's 33 different options to choose from. You can also zoom in. And kind of cool. Kind of cool. Lots of things. And then you can finalize if you want to. What I want to do is I want to go back. Let's go back. We're going to leave this. We're going to go back to a different class. We looked at the barbarian male. Let's look at him really quick. Now, as I mentioned before, originally I just picked the way that he looked. I didn't play around too much. And mine is a little bit darker skinned in game. I am fairly lighter skinned. So if I wanted to try and make something that was a little bit looking like me, of course, I'm not this muscular. I wish I was. But he does look kind of cool. So let's go through the male versions of the barbarian. Now, hair customization. I have a very light blonde hair under my hat. And I don't have a ponytail. Mine is very short. So let's see if we can. That's kind of cool. I like that. No facial hair. You can have a full beard if you like. He actually looks really good with a full beard. I don't have a whole lot going on. But if that is something that you want to do, I kind of like the way he looks. The light skin's kind of cool, and you can change his hair, and I believe this affects just his hair and his beard. Okay, that's kind of cool. So if I wanted to go with something like this, I could. Lots of different accessories. I think they honestly all look good. The shaved looks good. The long hair, not so much. Maybe with a full beard would look a little bit better. And then if we look at the accessories as well, he's got the tattoos. Kind of like that one, the blue, maybe a red one, green moss, whatever you're into. You can you can go very predator if you like with the green. That's kind of really neat. And then he's got jewelry if you're into jewelry. All right, let's back out of this. I want to try out some of the other classes, and I want to see. It looks like so far this is beta. So right now, is this Paladin? This is Necro. Looks like this is Necro. Let's go back. So this is Barbarian, Necro, Sorcerer, Rogue, and Druid. Druid's kind of cool looking. So if we go ahead and look at the Necro, I thought it was Paladin. No Paladin class as of right now. So you can pick your own customizations, whatever you feel you like, and then you can actually either finalize it or customize it. He definitely looks very Necromancer, very skinny, long hair. Looks really good. I feel like they did a really good job just giving us already pre-made customizations, but if you wanted to change them, you can. You can change his eye color as well. He does look very Necromancer. Different face variations, kind of neat. Again, different hairstyles as well. You can customize it. There we go. 5 o'clock shadow in there. Nice little red beard that you can recolor. Kind of cool looking. I like it. And then accessories, of course. He does have makeup options, which definitely gives him that Necromancer look. Jewelry seems pretty standard, at least in beta. I'm sure more options will be added, but right now the graphics are phenomenal. And then, of course, markings. Markings, if you want to change his markings, which I kind of like what he's got going on. Moving over to the Sorcerer, I want to check out a couple different options, go through all of them. Let's go female Sorcerer. As I've mentioned before, this looks really good. The preset looks good already, and I would play her. I'm already used to characters being class locked anyways, so that is not a big deal. But if you wanted to change her up a little bit, one thing I'd like to see is maybe some more freckles on the body. I feel like that would be really cool. If whoa, look at her eyes. That's really cool looking. Facial variations, of course. Looks kind of neat. Not a whole lot, at least in beta right now, but that does look kind of cool. And you can change her hairstyle if you want to, if that is your thing. So you can definitely customize her. I like the way she's looking. Change her eyebrows. Let's go ahead and pick accessories. Tattoos. Light tattoos on the sides. I like the sleeves. Very light. Doesn't have to be very overly pronounced, which it's not. And then if we actually go through her jewelry, I'm not a big fan of the nose rings, but her earrings are kind of cool. So I like the different customizations, and you can actually change a lot of different things here. There we go. So a little too much for my taste, but if that's your thing, you can definitely do this, and you can finalize it to create the character. Let's go back, check out the Rogue, who is next, and then we'll work on the Druid. So this video is not going to be too long, but pretty cool. Lots of good presets here already. So if you see something you like, you can roll with it, or if you get something that's close, pick it, customize it. Face variations look pretty cool. I like the markings. Definitely looks like a skilled hunter / assassin. His eye color, probably don't want his eye color to stick out too much if he's an assassin. Skin color, of course, you can change to your preference. And then if you feel like, you can actually change his hair as well. Let's change his hair. That looks okay. Bald looks good. That looks pretty good as well. And then we can give him a full beard if we wanted to, or a little bit of a trim. Kind of cool. Nice little, little bit more than a 5 o'clock shadow. Hair color. Deep brown, medium brown, light gray, teal white. The teal is actually funky looking. I kind of like it. So you can do different things here. Markings, of course, of all of them. I feel like I always go blue because blue is my favorite color. But if you want something a little more subtle, where you can just take them off, this one here, inked markings, I'm not sure what this one actually does. This one should take them off. But if not, I believe it's right here. No markings at all, if that's your thing. And then, of course, jewelry, standard earrings, nose rings. I'm not seeing a whole lot of nose piercings or eyebrow rings at all. But, oh, clicking on the wrong one. That's kind of neat. I haven't seen those yet, so that's kind of cool. It looks like different classes have different jewelry or slightly different jewelry. So that's kind of neat if that's your thing. Not a big fan of the nose ring. Some of these are similar. I don't believe these are all the same for every class. So you can pick and choose and customize it to whatever your preference is. And that is the Rogue. Let's go back. Let's go back and check out the Druid, who is my second favorite class. But for right now, I am testing the Barbarian. Now, Druid, definitely big, brawly, husky guy. Looks like a Druid. Kind of neat. Let's pick one here. And let's go with this one. Let's customize this one here. Facial variations. Very, very interesting looking. And then, of course, you can lighten him up or darken him or make him tan. That is okay. Or you can make him really, really light if you like. Now, eye color. Pretty standard. Doesn't really change too much here. Black is fine. Look at his hair. Different hairstyles. That's kind of neat. I feel like that's very, very Druid-like. Very hairy back. Definitely a Druid. Let's give him some kind of scruff. He looks weird with no scruff. This actually looks pretty good. I like the beard there. Definitely looking more of a Druid. Medium brown hair, dark brown, maybe deep brown. Yeah, feel like deep brown works for him. I want to see if he's got anything a little bit longer, and he doesn't. I don't like him fully shaved. I don't think it looks good on him. This looks very, very good. The hair works. Skin color works. He's very light, so maybe we can actually darken him up a little bit on the skin tones. Red is okay. I feel like somewhere around here he should be okay here. He's still very, very light, but he's a Druid. There we go. I feel like that works pretty good. Looking at this makeup, let's zoom in. And to zoom in, I'm just scrolling my middle mouse button, and that zooms him in. Looking at his makeup. Not bad, not bad. Very fitting, very fitting. 14 different styles of makeup, at least in beta. This is subject to change, and you can actually change this. And jewelry, does he have any inked? That's actually kind of cool. Maybe green, since he's a Druid. Maybe something. I feel like I always lean towards the blue. Green moss is okay. It's a little too bright for my liking, but I feel like it works. That's actually really cool. This one's neat as well, just on the back and the shoulders. Not a huge fan of white's kind of neat. I like the white. Not a huge fan of this green. Green is very, very, very bright. There we go. Scar color. Wow. So looking at his jewelry, I like some of the jewelry options here, specifically these teeth here. These husks look like they're teeth on the side, maybe wolf teeth. Not really sure what animal those are from. Claws maybe, teeth, something like that, but that's kind of neat. So there's definitely lots of options. And yeah, when you're ready, you can hit go, hit accept, name your character, and dive right in. So these are all of the customizations. You can also show armor as well. There's E on the bottom. If you hit E, you can see him in full armor. And then if you hit R right on the bottom, which is actually right below the camera, this will randomize all. So that is kind of cool. If you want to randomize, and then you can just kind of keep hitting R and randomize and find something that you like, find something that works. And then you can hit E to show armor, and that's what he would look like in Druid armor. So I really like that idea. I like the customization, and you can make them to your fitting and your liking. And of course, as I mentioned before, I went with the standard design Barbarian in the first exploratory video, and this is what my Barbarian looks like. I just pretty much left him the way that he is. Played around with him a little bit, but he looks very, very similar. Dark skin, the dark skin, the hair, And the beard, I like the way he looks, very, very barbarian-esque. So that is the video on character customization in Diablo 4. If you have not seen the intro, if you're interested in exploring the game with me, hang out, drink some coffee, pass some time. I have a nice long video starting right from the beginning, and I have lots more coming for Diablo 4. We're going to go through the adventure together. The video is a little bit longer, so if that's something you're interested in, check that out in the top right-hand corner, and I'll see you in the next video.